I assumed you wouldn't make it, so I didn't arrange meals for the Days team.
If that's the case, we'll excuse ourselves. I'm Keiichi Sato, CEO of Days System. Today, I'm at a social gathering hosted by our client, Tokimeki Staffing.
Keiichi, it seems like our meals weren't prepared.
Yeah, it seems that way. What's going on here?
Mr. Sato, everyone, thank you for joining us today.
Mr. Watarase, it seems our meals weren't arranged.
Huh? I thought you were last-minute additions.
No, I'm pretty sure we confirmed our attendance.
Oh, I see. The person in charge must have overlooked it. I assumed you wouldn't make it, so I didn't arrange meals for the Days team.
I see.
Other companies are already enjoying their meals, but I'll have yours prepared right away.
That company over there.
Oh, that's Toki Systems. We're planning to work with them for future system projects.
I see. If that's the case, we'll excuse ourselves.
No, don't be like that.
But my team's already here.
I've just ordered your meals. Please don't worry. It'll just take a little longer. We used to work together under Tokimeki Holdings, remember? We went our separate ways and now run our own companies, but you were the ace of the systems team, Sato. You're still an important colleague. We'll make sure to take good care of you today.
If you're going that far, I'll wait.
Aren't you busy greeting new clients, Mr. Watarase?
True. I do have some introductions to make. Excuse me. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.
Later.
Thank you all for joining us today. I, Watarase, along with Mr. Yasui from Tokidoki Life, who's been my partner since our Tokimeki Holdings days, to further the growth of both our companies, we've decided to merge with my company acquiring Mr. Yasui's. Also, the new company's system operations will be handled by Toki Systems.
So Watarase's company will be the parent company.
They planned to rely on Toki from the start and reconsidered our contract. Will the remaining contracts be transferred to Toki as well?
Well, given the situation, probably so.
It was all about being old colleagues, huh?
If that's how Watarase wants to play it, we'll respond accordingly. 1 week later.
Watarase's company apparently changed its name to Waku Waku Company.
Yeah, seems like they're shifting their focus to an online learning platform for working professionals.
It's a natural fit for Tokimeki Staffing, a former temp agency, and Mr. Yasui, who specialized in e-learning platforms.
If they're banking on online learning, solid system infrastructure is essential. We could have really supported them if they'd kept working with us, but they went with Toki instead.
Is something bothering you?
Yeah, kinda. Ending the deal with us probably hit them harder than they think. Meanwhile...
Yasui, I heard the negotiations are going well.
Well, the sales side is fine, but
Is there a problem?
it's about our core project, the online learning site for job seekers. We're building it based on the data from Tokidoki Life, back when I was running things.
And?
Meaning it's all originally from Days System. Days tech is top-notch, and Toki's engineers are struggling. So, things aren't going well.
Tech skills, engineers are engineers, whether they're from Days or not. Is there really that big of a difference?
Apparently yes. Plus dealing with customer data and rebuilding security, it's gonna take a lot more time.
We gave Toki the data beforehand. They said they could handle it. That's why we signed the big contract. Tell them to speed it up.
Right. I'll go talk to them again.
A few days later.
We somehow managed to launch the site, but
Still having issues?
it's a complete mess to begin with. The site's slow, the UI's a mess, and hardly anyone's signing up. In other words, at this rate, it's unlikely we'll generate any revenue. Honestly, the best solution would be to ask Days System for help.
Keiichi, we secured the contract with the car leasing company. They were impressed by our AI service for optimal vehicle allocation based on past data.
Great job on the sales pitch.
Travel sites, ad agencies. How many big deal is that now? No wonder you weren't fazed when the deal with Watarase ended.
Exactly, we were developing this AI tool. I figured if it worked out, we'd have a solid chance.
Wow, smart people really do think ahead.
Keiichi, I'm with you all the way.
By the way, we've got a meeting with Yasui today, right?
What's that about?
Mr. Sato, Miss Kohana, long time no see. Actually, about the new company Watarase and I work with. Well, Watarase's the president, though.
You mean Waku Waku Company, right?
Yes, actually, we ended our contract with a new system company.
Wait, you mean Toki Toki?
Yeah, we're actually on our third system company now. Changing companies so often has left things kind of half-baked. The system itself is practically falling apart.
I figured as much.
For old time's sake, could you please help us out?
Isn't that a little too convenient?
Huh?
I heard Days was originally supposed to be part of the merger.
That's just a rumor, isn't it?
Besides, wasn't it Watarase who pushed to end the contract? Asking for help now just seems pretty selfish.
That's true. Once the contract ended, we had to fight to protect our company. So now we're tied up with multiple contracts. We just don't have the capacity for a major project right now.
Right.
I mean, switching to a third system company is pretty ridiculous.
Well, actually, Watarase keeps demanding the same quality and speed as Days. But the system Days built is complex, so it takes time to even learn it. And improving it further just drives up the costs.
That's why we had to renegotiate our contract so many times.
When you're handling sensitive customer data, security's non-negotiable.
So companies either rethink the deal or end the contract, like with Days. Even the third company's now saying they can't keep going. That's why Watarase told me to ask Days for help.
I get the situation, but shouldn't Watarase himself be here then?
Huh?
Wasn't it Watarase who made sure Days was kept out of the new company?
Huh? Yeah, you're right. I'll go back and let him know.
And with that, Yasui headed back to Waku Waku Company.
So, Days' system is already swamped with other projects and can't take on more.
They're doing fine without us?
And also,
Huh?
they also said if you're serious about asking, you should come in person.
What? But I guess we don't have a choice now.
Later, Watarase and Yasui visited Days Systems. Mr. Watarase, long time no see.
Long time indeed. I hear your company's doing well.
Thanks to you, we're flooded with requests.
Well, the reason I'm here today is
It's about Waku Waku Company's online learning system, right?
sharp as always.
As I told Mr. Yasui before, we're currently tied up with existing projects, and we don't have the capacity to build a new system.
Ah, but here's what I was thinking.
Yes?
The online learning system. It's based on the e-learning system Yasui's company used, which means it was originally built by Days Systems.
Right.
So, even if other companies got involved, doesn't Days Systems share some responsibility for it falling apart?
That's a ridiculous accusation. Wasn't it your own decision to move forward for your company's growth? We didn't even know about the merger, let alone other companies tampering with the system.
The merger talks were confidential. Even if we used to work together, I couldn't say anything.
Or maybe you just didn't want to say anything, and you were trying to keep it away from Keiji, weren't you?
What? That's a baseless accusation.
But I heard some board members at Waku Waku Company wanted Keiji as CEO.
I don't really remember. Things were hectic.
There were.
Yasui!
Honestly, more people were in favor of making Keiichi the CEO.
Then, why didn't it happen?
Because Mr. Watarase has been jealous of Keiichi since their Tokimeki holding days.
What? Jealous of me?
Keiichi, you earned praise by quietly and efficiently getting things done. But Mr. Watarase...
Yasui, enough already. I've always respected Keiichi. But you're still young. I wanted you to gain more experience. I truly believed someone with my experience was better suited for the CEO role.
Is that so?
Huh?
Well, look where we are now. I've worked under Keiichi since our Tokimeki Holdings days, and we've never been backed into a corner like this.
Ugh!
Excuse me, Keiichi. It's done. Just like you predicted.
I knew it. Actually, Yasui shared part of the online learning system with me earlier. I took a look at it. It's not something a quick fix can solve.
What do you mean?
Honestly, it needs to be rebuilt from scratch. That would take both time and significant cost. As I mentioned earlier, we don't have the bandwidth to handle it.
But we can't leave it like this. I've got it. How about merging with Day's systems?
What?
We can pause the online learning project and say we're reviewing our post-merger business plans.
Oh, wait, does that really add up?
We'll give you a director position, Keiichi. With a larger company, we'll attract talent and keep existing deals intact.
Oh, Mr. Watarase, I'm not interested in titles or positions.
What? But you're the CEO now, aren't you?
It's not like I wanted to be CEO. I was appointed by Tokimeki Holdings president when the company split.
But I was the one who pushed to become the CEO of the staffing company.
Mr. Watarase, you're so fixated on being CEO. But why? Was it just about climbing the ladder?
Mr. Watarase, you've been so caught up in titles and status that you forgot the importance of doing the job right and working with others.
Back in my day, you had to fight alone if you wanted to get ahead. Nobody relied on teamwork back then.
Working together has always been an essential value, no matter when and where.
Keiichi was appointed CEO at a young age because he truly earned it. But he never acted superior or tried to take all the credit. He always values the people he works with. That's why people respect him.
The president of Tokimeki Holdings saw that and made him CEO.
Exactly.
That was just because the systems department was doing well.
No, I heard it directly from him.
What?
The former president of Tokimeki Holdings is my father.
What? That's news to me.
I never mentioned it because it would have been awkward. My dad always said age, titles, or seniority don't matter for leaders. Nobody follows someone who's just chasing personal gain. Maybe the board members who backed Keiichi were worried about your behavior.
And what happened to Watarase and Yasui after that? In the end, no system company would work with Waku Waku Company. Employees kept quitting and the online learning service never launched. After racking up huge losses, Watarase was dismissed by the board, and the company folded.
No job, kicked out by my wife, no home. Somebody help me.
And as for me, I recruited top talent from Waku Waku Company, and now Days is aiming to go public. And on top of that, Nagisa, wanna go somewhere on our next day off?
Huh? You mean...
Thanks for sticking around till the end.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.